What's up guys, today we're going to be doing a double installation guide. We're going to be installing the front performance lip on the G8X. That's the new M3 and M4. We're also going to be installing front brake duct trims, which are going to replace these grills in front. First thing we're going to do, pop the hood, get access to the top of the bumper by removing the weather stripping here. It's going to give us access to this top trim piece, which is going to be held in by a few push pin rivets. Once that trim piece is removed, it's going to expose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Torx bolts, which are going to be removed with a T30 bit. After the top has been removed, you're going to be removing the 10mm bolts from underneath on the painted section, not on the black plastic section, as well as inside the fender liner here on the front side. There's going to be 3 bolts holding the liner in, and then there will be 2 more going vertical upward from the top of the bumper to the front side of the fender. There's going to be 2 8mm bolts. There's also going to be 3 push pin fasteners, 3 on each side, and those are going to be removed to finish off the job and prepare it for the entire bumper for removal. These are our 2 vertical bolts I was referring to. Definitely the trickiest ones to get to. Just a simple deep socket will get the job done. There's one on the front and one in the back. Perfect. Now that we have all of our fasteners removed from underneath the bumper, inside of the fender well, and then on top, we're gonna go ahead and remove it. And we have to make sure we have a place to work. Today we're gonna be working on a clean carpet. I've went ahead and I vacuumed, make sure that there's nothing there that's gonna end up scratching the paint. You could also work on a set of dollies or horses, whatever it is that you like to use. Pulling it off. On the passenger side, there's gonna be 3 things to remove here. There's gonna be the thermometer or the temperature gauge here. That's just gonna pop out. And then there's gonna be 2 pigtails, one for the sensor, and then a bigger one here. And then on the driver's side, there's only gonna be 2. You're gonna have the one on the bottom there for the sensor, and then a big one on top as well. And those will just pop off as. When you're pulling the bumper off, there's gonna be a little bit of tugging required. That's just gonna be those duct trims pulling loose. So just make sure to give it a little bit of a firm grip, and then it'll pop right off. Here's gonna be a good visual with the bumper off the car of those 2 vertical bolts you're gonna have to pull down from inside the fender liner there. It's gonna be one here and one here. Once it's off the car, I'm gonna remove the bracket entirely. Just with the 1 8mm bolt. Tuck the tabs through. Cool, I got the bumper off the car. I've removed that bracket. Now my goal here is to remove this inner skeleton. It's like this ABS plastic shell on the inside here. I'm gonna do that by pulling these tabs here. You have 1, 2. If you've got another one down here, you're gonna have one right here, one right here, one down here in the corner as well. Another important thing too is to unplug this, just so you're gonna have the clearance to pull the shell off. And then you also have some tabs up along the top here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then once that's all done, the last step is to just kind of slide it inside this little grill shelf here. And just kind of spin it out and then turn it out of the way and just set it aside. And that's giving me access to the back side of this bumper grill. So what we'll do here is we're going to be lining it up from the inside. Make sure all the tabs are ready to be inserted into the receptacles of the front brake duct trim. Don't press it on quite yet. Just make sure that they are in line. All right, now that I'm in line with all my tabs, from the front of the bumper, I'm gonna grab the back of the front brake duct trim and squeeze it in. And it should just clip right in. Now that we have the front brake duct trim installed, before putting on the inner shell of the front bumper, I'm going to remove the black plastic splitter to prepare the install for the front performance lip. And it's just one bolt, just like that, and then this will just pop off. Perfect, so you're going to see the splitter that I removed and the splitter that we're going to be replacing it with. See, there's a sizable difference there. Ours is going to sit higher up on the bumper, so it's going to adhere to the surface of the bumper. So what I do here is I peel one corner back. I use some masking tape just to keep it within a reach, so that when it's on the car, I can still peel from behind it. And then from the old one, I'm going to transfer over that plastic clip. Just pop that off and stick that on the new one. And now I'm ready to go. Once those splitters are ready to go ahead and install them onto the bumper before putting the bumper back onto the car, as seen here. Cool, as I'm getting the bumper back on, first thing I'm gonna look at is my top side here. So if you come on in a little bit closer, you'll see these little tin clips. They'll show residue of where they once were. Just make sure to slide those up to the same position so you get the same kind of fitment. And then on below, I'm just gonna make sure that the bumper is able to clear that inner bracket. Cool. Good there, good there. And then don't forget your pigtails. Make sure to clip those on so you don't get any errors when you start the car. Good. It should fall right into place there. It only wants to be in one spot, so if it's not going to that one spot, then something's impeding it from getting there. Just make sure you do a thorough check. Make sure that there's nothing stopping it from getting at the right spot. And now that the bumper's into place, I'm going to go ahead and start fastening it back to the car. Before starting the front lip installation, I want to make sure that the bumper contour is exactly the way it's going to be once the final installation is complete. Doing this, just going to do everything in reverse order. Installing those top bolts, those Torx T30 bolts along the top. And we're going to be reinstalling those upward vertical bolts. And then 3 fender liner bolts as well. All right, so we've got the bumper pretty much in. I've got everything fastened along the top. I've got everything fastened inside the fenders as well. What I don't have fastened is anything underneath, because I'm going to end up utilizing those receptacles for installing the performance lip. Now right now I've got the tape peeled on my splitter. I'm going to use the adhesion promoter. I'm going to slide my fingers back here, apply this to the surface of the bumper. And this is really just going to help that splitter hold its adhesion throughout the life of the lip. I'm going to do that on both sides. Cool. So now that I've got the adhesion on the car, I let it dry for about 30 seconds to a minute. That's just the optimal time for when you're actually going to stick it. Then I'm going to grab the centerpiece and I'm going to mock up where I need it to be on both sides. Go ahead, Jake, and line up your side there. You gotta pull it outward, pull it inward, do whatever you need to do. So I'm pretty good over here. How you doing there?
Like there? Cool. So now that we've got the splitters in place, you're gonna wanna hold those right in place. You can go ahead and get rid of that center lip for right now. And then while you have the position of the splitters, take those pre-peeled tabs that you made earlier, and you can pull those right through. And press the splitter into position. Got it? Peels down. Make sure you give it good pressure there. Give the tape the opportunity to grab the bumper. Perfect on both sides. So now the only prep work you really have to do on the center lip, as I turn it over, you'll see I pre-drill holes here on the corner here, one on each side. And that's because I'm gonna put a self-tapper that's gonna connect the center lip to the splitters. And I just need access to those surfaces. You can set them pretty loose here. So now I'm installing the center lip. I don't want to crank them down all the way yet.
So now here we're just replacing those 10mm bolts on the underside there. It's going through that new lip into the same OEM receptacle, and I'm just pulling them down snug enough to where I can still have movement on that front lip in case I need to make any adjustments on the fitment. I'm not cranking them down quite yet.
So now that I've got the centerpiece in position to where it fits cleanly with both splitters, I'm gonna go ahead and crank down those OEM bolts that are securing it on the backside. And that's gonna help hold it into place. Then you're gonna see the pre-drill hole I have here. I just open that up, which is gonna allow me to have a screw pass through here, and it's gonna tap these two surfaces together. Just one, and then another one here on this side. And you'll see me go in here. That's all it takes.